like the library.
Yeah.
Which is louder, that fan or that fan?
Oh, that one's louder. Listen, okay. Here's this one. This is on 1. I feel like it's just the same amount. Like,
Yeah.
hold on, nobody making noise.
You just don't.
That's lower, but I feel like it's, either way, it's gonna make noise.
Hold on a sec. Actually, someone put it back on. But we're just doing some sound testing. Because we like to have the fan on, but we don't know which fan is later. Wow. Look at us on top, no other things called Bros Play Stuffs. Because we are original. This shouldn't be on Amazon. Alright, Alright. Turn that one on. Give it. Alright. Let's film that.
I feel like that's gonna make noise either way.
Yeah, the appearance is so cool.
Yeah.
Alright, that one's fine. Alright, so what was the subject again that we were going to do for this one?
I think you said stories.
Yeah, life stories.
So
Stories
yeah,
of one's
basically,
past that can be used to tell in the future that may or may not be also the reason why people still believe in racism.
so yeah, basically it was like with people like Rooster Teeth animated or Airsoft Fatty, how they do those stories on their thing.
Yeah,
I put my wiener in a BB gun and stuff like that, Just
the best story of them all, Darcy Denowa. I shut myself when I was 7.
yeah. So like we can kind of think of stuff like what's the best day or the worst day or the embarrassing situation.
Of course, like limiting certain
Stuff like
subjects.
that.
Just like,
No,
can we talk about like a great day we had in school?
Like again, like
Yeah,
talk about like
again.
funny, like interesting moments of your life. We don't want to hear about your sex life. That's what I'm saying.
It's
That's
like
the bar that
I
we're
feel like
I
not
haven't-
just that, but if it's simple, like something that almost everybody would do, like oh yeah, I had a burrito at school once. It's like yeah,
saying.
Burrito?
Heck, even make one up on the spot. to
it's
tell
like
that much
again,
funny,
like
you know?
you could do stuff like oh yeah, one time like I went to school and fucking a tsunami hit, or one time I came home from school and there was a fucking
Cum rag on my bed.
just just try and make it seem something that
Well-
said that you don't
No.
think would be something that gets talked about a lot.
I have a story. It was like probably one of my best moments in school because I fucking owned someone. Everyone fucking pissed themselves laughing. This is how the story goes. It was, I think this was break 1. Yeah, break 1. Caleb Dennis had his gridiron football and told everyone to go to the Oval, so we all did. And I remember Mitch Beggs.
You don't need to tell full names here.
Mitch Beggs. Anyway.
Don't need to tell full names
So
here.
Mitch was on the other team, Caleb was on my team, and I was the hutter because I used to launch that backwards and Caleb would catch it. So Mitch is in front of me and he says he's going to jump over me and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. As soon as Caleb says hut, I throw it. Mitchell tries to jump over me, and I fucking grabbed his legs as I came up and just dropped him on the ground. And when I told you you weren't going to jump over me, does the exact same thing in break 2 again. I still grabbed him and just dropped him, and I'm like, you can't jump over me, okay? And like, it was the best moment of one of the best moments of school that I had.
Interesting.
He then went home for school that day and put your name on his kill list.
I probably am. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Mitchell Bates. But yeah, fucking lawnmowers and how deadly they are, especially when walking to school. This dude is on one of those ones that, you know, like the really big ones that you sit on and shit.
Yeah, the
Right around that. Fucking walking to school. It was like around the time when like they newly set up some of those black fences. And fucking the lawnmower was like going across, like fucking I was at the path, he was like fucking like on the other side of the fence, fucking on the other side of some trees and shit, just doing like the flat area and that. All of a sudden I just hear a ting and then just a fucking rock come out and it hit me in the side of the leg. And then that fucking, the lawnmower went over a rock and it just flew right through the fence and smacked me in the leg. Yeah. Just woof.
Alright,
Fucking death machines now.
They really are, yeah.
so yes, we're not really going with the theme this time. We had one person best day, one time you got to do, I don't know what topic that would go with. Alright. I shot myself at the theme park once. Now I've told Matthew this. So, I was with one of my great friends. I'm not going to reveal his name, let's call him Troy Baker. So, me and Troy Baker went to a thing in Canberra. It was like a little, show event. And, we did all sorts of stuff, like we, riding on all the rides, and it was scary shit, but it was fun. And, I remember eating a lot that day. I had like a bit of a snack before most of the rides I went on and all that. And his mum kept this, I was maybe 8, 9 years old, I think, at the time, more towards 8, but she kept telling me, oh, do we need to go to the bathroom or that before the next one? I kept saying, no, I don't need to, I don't feel it. And then it was at a point where she tells me, okay, so we're gonna go to a parade thing. And I was like, okay, I thought, we're gonna go see a parade, but it turns out we're going on the parade, like we're part of it.
Oh.
And we hold the sign up. It's like for like farmers and stuff, so we just held a sign up while someone behind us was on a tractor. And then as we're halfway through it, I felt my stomach start hurting. And then before I could even think, I felt just this biggest feeling in my gut going down, and I was like, no. And before I even knew it, I shit my pants. And so I hid behind the sign, and I was just there because I still had this upset stomach and shit. And, I just kind of hid, and we got off, and she was like, oh, what's going on? And I couldn't get off the track, and I said, I shit my pants. And then she somehow got me off to the side. I was hidden from everyone. And thank God she's one of those people who has spare clothes and stuff in their car, because I had to throw away a pair of pants, a pair of socks, a pair of underwear, and good thing I was wearing kind of boots, so any that got on it was just washed off. And I was wearing a pair of, it was like one of the times I had to wear a pair of shorts because I, had no other pairs to wear. And that was pretty much it. That's why I've learned now. So if I'm ever at events or stuff like that, I make sure to go in between or that. Even if I don't think I need to, I just do it anyway. Even if like the tiniest bit of piss comes out, I'm okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, so we had tackling in football, rock almost killing us, and shitting. So how else can we improve on this?
Sickness. I've got a sick story.
Alright, get down with it.
So, me and my family had saved up a whole bunch of money to go to Queensland because Kaylee was doing cheer at the time. The year before she went to cheer with Mum and we just stayed home. But this year we were all going together and we decided to drive her. As we got to Queensland, though, I came down with the flu. And so every morning I would wake up and I'd have to spit out phlegm. And one day we decided to go to Movie World. And I'm like, no, I don't even think I'll be able to last this long because of the flu. And they said, here, just take a plastic bag. There you go. I'm like, okay, fine. And they didn't tell me it was a throw-up bag, not a spit bag. I thought it was a spit bag. So every time I'd have to spit up phlegm, I'd go, "Ugh," and then just do it in the bag. But the bag popped the hole. So I'm walking around Movie World leaking phlegm on the ground. And so I end up just throwing the bag out. And every now and then I just have to spit on the ground. And I remember we had walked past the place we had already walked past. And I look at the ground and I've got phlegm on my shoe. And I'm like, hey, that's mine. It came back to me. Yeah.
So that's how the pandemic started.
Yeah. But just talking about a pandemic, the vegans, right?
Vegans are alright.
I just really like to say that like those ones that just you can tell they're trying to convince you
Yeah.
that eating meat is wrong in that,
Vegan culture.
and fucking fucking on Facebook, fucking one of those vegans started talking. Like started going on a random last post. It was like a post like talking about some Eurovision shit. Then this vegan comes in and we start talking to them like, oh yeah, like fucking like the shit you're eating is like bad for you. That's fucking like you're not supposed to be doing it. It's like it's not what like, humans were meant for and stuff like that. I'm like fucking what? So naturally, people get interested. They join in on the conversation. They're like, okay, please explain some more. They can't fucking explain any more than what they've already said. They're trying to make up shit. If they were talking through voice, you can tell like the stutter and shit of what they're trying to come up with for it. And I just remember someone on it going, okay, if I'm not allowed to eat animal meat, what about people meat? And naturally, more people join in onto that, and they're like, yes, exactly, what about that? Can we eat people? And the vegans like, no, like, cooking, like, no meat at all and stuff, like, humans aren't supposed to eat meat, and like, we just need to save lions. And I'll go, yes, if I had a lion, I would teach them not to eat meat and eat vegetables and shit like that. And the funny shit, everyone is just straight away, well, you're gonna be eaten. If you're not gonna let the lion eat any other sort of meat, it's gonna eat you. And fucking person like started resorting to like that kind of thing when they try to disgust you. So I tell you like how meat is processed and shit like that. And just everyone in the comments just going, oh fuck, oh yes, please, you're making me more hungry. And people are going, great, now I'm going to the supermarket and stuff.
It's like, I've seen too many videos on how certain foods are made, and it's disgusting. But I still eat those foods to this day. I'm not stopping.
I watched the video on how hot dogs are made. It's only like the first half which makes them look heavy. The rest of it's still fucking delicious.
Either way, if that's another thing I kind of hate, the people who sit there and have enjoyed something for so long, but when they're told something like that, they automatically go, oh no. It's like they could go their whole childhood eating chicken nuggets or eating hot dogs, and someone will show them that video and they're like, oh, I'm never doing it again. It's like, up until then, you didn't care, did you? You literally ate it like it was normal food, so if you're going to sit there and say it's gross now, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait a minute. I just drank water. Hitler drank water. Oh god, no, I can't have water anymore. No.
Alright. That's why we Australians drink soda from cups.
Yeah.
We aren't Hitler supporters. We never drink water. We drink cordial straight.
What gets me worse than that is not specifically Americans, but just people in other countries. They try other countries' foods and they
I hate that.
It's like, it's
so
not
much.
necessarily those videos of Australians trying, Americans trying like Nutella or Vegemite or something, going, no, you just go. It's like you could see it like, you know, fucking some guy in like, you know, fucking North America or like fucking Germany, and they'll eat like something Asian, be like, oh, this is fucking disgusting and all that. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. Everyone in the, like, you can sit there and say, oh, meat pies are gross. Yeah, okay, you may not like meat pies, but you like other sorts of pies, obviously. And, oh, Tim Tams are disgusting. Yeah, okay, but you eat other types of biscuits, don't you? But they're going to sit there and go, no, this is like, you know, this is where hell should be. And they just sit there like, okay, are you going to go over to some fucking big bodybuilding fucking German guy and tell him he shouldn't eat fucking, like, the sausages they have up there or not, because he's gonna punch your face in and you're gonna deserve it.
I really hate those videos of like Americans trying like Australian
I
foods.
remember fucking
But
one of the crazy ones we saw was some chick in a bikini sitting like in a pool,
yeah, I saw
and she was
that.
like, "Oh, we're trying Australian Tim Tams, just plain fucking chocolate biscuits, no different from fucking wagon wheels and shit like
Yeah.
that. Any sort of chocolate, you name it, is no different from a fucking Tim Tam.
Yeah.
It's just a cookie covered in chocolate." And she tastes it, and she's like, "Oh, it's like kind of weird. It's like fucking." Like, you can tell it's chocolate, but it doesn't actually taste like chocolate. And like, it is fucking just plain chocolate.
There is so many videos out there of Australians eating Vegemite. Toast, maybe on a bit of a sandwich.
And then
You see an American, we're gonna try Vegemite, pulls out a fucking ladle, eats it. Who the fuck eats this? This is disgusting. It's like you're a fucking complete...
I remember, I think it was Jimmy Fallon. Hugh Jackman was on Jimmy Fallon's show, and he showed him exactly what to do with Vegemite and toast. He said you put it in there, and then you wait for the toast to pop up, you put the butter on there, and then you just put the Vegemite over the butter, and then you eat it. And then Jimmy Fallon was like, oh yeah, this is actually good. I'm like, yeah, that's how you fucking make it. You know, you don't just grab a spoon, and then just fucking eat it and go, ooh, I didn't know how you ate it. Put it on fucking toast.
What do you like, fucking have Marmite or some shit? Yeah. Now that is fucking disgusting.
That is, yeah.
I still hate that Gordon Ramsay video where that guy, oh yeah, this is the Australia's famous meat pie,
Yeah.
and it looks like
Soggy.
it looks like someone
Fucking
shoved
shit,
fucking
yeah.
day-old soup in pastry.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and go, you go and get an Australian meat pie at anywhere, a servo, a store. It's fucking mince. It's like a mince and gravy mixture in pastry. He sat there making some sort of fucking. It was white. Apart from the vegetables that were in it, it was just white. There was no fucking meat or gravy in it. And he's gonna sit there and say, yeah, I came to America and this is our pie. It's like, you're a fucking absolute... You're the reason why people look at us and think that it's stupid. I know there are Americans who have eaten meat pies and say it sucks. Yeah, fair. But then you see something like that and think maybe that's why people fucking look at that and just get grossed out, because they see that and think that's all it is.
I came to America and this is our pie. That one Aussie in the restaurant's like, what? Excuse me? That's our pie? Fucking out of your mind.
This is quite delicious.
Delicious.
I don't know, I love the meme where it shows that guy, but it shows an actual meat pie from a servo and he
Yeah.
eats it. Fucking good food right
These
there.
fucking on Gordon Ramsay thing, when fucking like one of the chefs, like he gets forced to make food that the owners and shit
Yeah.
tell him to and that, and the food is fucking terrible and they aren't made properly and shit like that. So Gordon had both of them make their own burger.
Oh,
Yes!
I love that.
And
I remember that one!
The fucking old dude just gives Gordon a fucking patty covered in cheese. That's it. No bun or anything. Just fucking patty and cheese.
And it just
And
him
it
and
wasn't
the
even
wife,
cooked, right?
him
Yeah,
and the
he
wife
fucking
are sitting
hated
there all proud, and Gordon's like, no. The other guy has it. Gordon starts cutting it, looks, and he says, look at that, that's a fucking burger. The
That's
other
it,
two are
fucking
sitting there like,
perfectly delicious.
Yeah.
Look, then the other two try it, and then the fucking old lady trying to defend, being like, oh, what's that weird taste that I'm tasting? And it's like, you gotta fucking explain what that taste is, please?
oh yeah, it's really, you don't like it and all that. And then Gordon, just again, he when he bit into that burger, he did everything around him, just, he didn't hear anything. All that
His
he
whole
heard
mind
was that fucking
just
burger.
opened up.
I remember that.
She's like, oh, I'm medium rare kind of girl, it's great.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but this is a burger. And I'm just straight up like, That right there.
I remember fucking the one time when Gordon went to a place where there was no problem with the food, and it was like the type of place where it seemed like it was inside someone's house because it was like really tiny and like all cooked up. It had that atmosphere of like, you know, like when you go to an old person's house, it's like really yellow and that.
Yeah.
They had that kind of atmosphere in the place. He was like, okay, alright, this is going to be interesting. Tries the food. He's like, holy shit, like, all the food is like perfectly good and that. The only problem with the place was the fact that it was all cramped and tiny.
Yeah.
So, like, just straight up, the food is perfect. I'm like, holy shit, they got it right.
Fucking absolutely love that one where he tries to. The food is all shit. Then he gets that cake thing.
Oh,
Yes!
He has it. He's like, this is actually really fucking good. And the guy's like, can I tell you a secret? It's not from here. He's
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? It's like, how much is it? And tells him it's like, you know, tells him what they do. It's like they buy it, cut it in half and stuff. And just that response.
Yeah, and he asked for the other piece too.
He was straight up like, first of all, where's the, you know, I did, and he's just straight up. The only fucking good thing in this store was that dessert. It's not even fucking from here.
Yeah,
I'm just
it was-
like,
Yeah.
It's like, it started off, it's a $10 whole cake. And they cut it in half and sell one half for fucking like 80.
Yeah, it's just fucking like they
That's-
came out with half
I'm pretty sure
and
there
he's
are
there.
laws against that actually.
There are, yeah. And like they come out with half the piece and he's like, where the fuck's the other piece? And they're like, oh, we cut it in half and we store it for like someone else. And he's like, no, I want the other fucking
Well, no.
half, please.
That would be pretty interesting though. A restaurant where they have, you know how like when you come across like those store items, where it's like, say like those packaged stuff and that you really want to have, but it's going to take really long to prepare and shit.
Yeah.
Imagine going to a restaurant where they buy only that kind of shit and like pre-prepare it for you. And sell it for the price that they are bought for.
Yeah.
Right? Oh.
You know, one of my favourite kitchen nightmare moments on I don't even know what I'm saying. One of my favourite moments, that's what I'm trying to say. One of my favourite moments is when Gordon says, was there anything that I ate today that wasn't microwaved? And then the guy's there, the salad? He's like, the salad? Of course you don't microwave a salad, you fucking idiot.
You donkey.
you fucking move.
You fucking donkey.
Like, just out of nowhere, the guy's just like, the salad? Of course you don't microwave the salad.
I remember. I like how we moved from like those.
yeah, we were talking about
Yeah,
stories and
Gordon
now we're about
Ramsay.
kitchen nightmares.
This is my last one, but like, Hell's Kitchen. Fucking, there was some chick had to like boil some shit. And Gordon comes over and it's like, why is the pot like I can see that the thing's like on high, but why is the pot like cold? And she's like, I put cold water in it. And he's like, why did you put cold water in it? And she goes, I thought it would boil faster. And his soul left his body. He was like, why the fuck would you think cold water boils faster than hot water? It was so cringy. What do you...
She's not gonna go on your bed, see? She's gonna keep sniffing at Dre's arms.
Ah, yeah, the guy
Eventually.
who's shitting himself 24/7.
And then she's gonna sit there and be like, it's okay, I can get... She's sniffing. Sniffing the mattress.
Yes, she's been having this dog roll from Woolies, which is like the orange dog roll thingy.
Ah.
She's been getting gas from it. So, and the only reason why we got it was because that Audi, the one that we usually get, they keep running out.
And it's, I think it's
Which
like
is
a couple dollars a little
surprising
more
as fuck.
expensive or something. But yeah.
But yeah, but like fucking yeah, definitely need to go back to Audi. Vanessa's already got a cat food stuff, so we don't need to worry about that.
But yeah,
Yeah, fucking.
Shit, what are we talking about now?
Let's talk about the shelves at Audi's that are just full of random but interesting products that are like over $25.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
how you got how like they randomly change what's
Oh,
on
the
the
middle
shelves
ones.
mid Audi.
I mean,
But it's like because that's where we like came across like stuff like the fucking sports jumper and shit.
I mean, yeah, the thing
Yeah,
I kind
that's
of
where I
hate,
got
like,
those Chris Redfield ones.
I don't mind them. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's like, it's a good mix, but again, I feel like some of them, again, they're a little bit like,
Yeah, like a lot
It's
of the
like-
stuff is just like seems overly priced. For
yeah,
what it
like,
is.
I mean, I get
But it's just so interesting. Like you won't see that stuff in any other store.
It's good. Like
So
I do
it
like
draws you
they
in and makes
switch
you
it.
think, damn, what if I did get that right now?
Yeah, like one day you would come in and see they have like fucking
I feel like
thermal
What
clothing.
am I going when people ask me, hey, what are you gonna do when you win the lottery? I'm going to go to Audi and get everything on the fucking middle shelves.
But like you go there and like one day you might see thermal jumpers and then the next day you'll see fucking like an actual fucking cupboard you can build. It's like you go there, it's like, oh, he's a $30 to $50 jumper, it's expensive but it's there, and then the next day, oh, fucking for $300 I can get a fucking, shelving set to just take home and build. Again, it's cool, but it's just kind of, it's weird. It's like, one day you might go there and be like, I don't have the money for this, but I'll come back next time, and then next time it's not there, and you're like, well, there you go. And then when you don't have the money again, it's there again.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, I feel like it's a little inconsistent. Like, I get with the one near the entrance, they change it up, like, it was all Easter shit this time, but, like, that makes sense. But I feel like with the middle stuff, they should just keep a certain things, unless they get sold out or something, and then maybe switch it up. But it just feels like you could see so many thermal jumpers not really being bought one day, and then they're gone, and you think, okay, obviously no one bought them. And then the next day they're back again. It's like, well, if no one's going to buy them, why are you selling them? Why not switch it up and put something else there? But yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's why I just prefer Audis in general. It's just, like, yeah, you go to Coles and they'll have like a section for pet foods and a section for like housing stuff, like pots and cups and stuff, but just Audi's is generally just a food place, and it just has, and there is that stuff in the middle that's not, but in my opinion, I go to Coles and I see the variety of foods they have, and I'm like, it's a good amount. But you go to Audi's and they have just more. Like, not only just different types of food, but like sometimes the same brand but different ones, and you go, okay, there's many different ones to go from.
Nothing's more fearful than going to a fucking store with like Coles in that where they don't update their fucking prices. Like the price tags and shit. So say you can find something that's say like fucking Cool Ranch Doritos on sale for $2 each. Whoa, that's fucking cool. Yeah, and like you seem to forget the fact that you haven't been at Coles for like fucking 3 weeks so far. So you take it to the checkout, and what do you know? They didn't update the tag, and it's back to fucking $5.
That's what I hate about like when they sell grapes and just fruits. They'll be like, oh, $3 a kilo. Cool, you go there, it's like, oh, because there's a couple little grapes extra, or oh, there's, one less fucking, lemon in the thing, it's like gone up $1 or $2 or even more. Like, again, I still remember I went and bought $3 worth of grapes and it came up $7. I was like, this is bullshit.
Good point.
Yeah. Good.
Now, how's your snoring been going?
Oh, so the chemist, when I went, I was talking to them saying that my snoring's fucking horrible, and they said, how horrible? I'm like, horrible enough to keep up 4 out of 5 people in my home. And they're like, okay. And they told me that they did have this sort of thing that went over my nose, and another thing that went in my mouth. I just have to sleep on my side when I have it in my mouth. And like, anyway, if I had it on my nose. But they were out of stock on both. I said, oh, okay, when will you guys be in stock? And they said, we have no idea.
I hate it.
have no fucking idea.
Exactly,
When
and I'm here, like, so when should I come back? They said, oh, I'll just come back in like 2 weeks or something. I'm like, I won't have
2
money.
weeks of fucking snoring, yeah.
And I'm here like, I won't have money.
It's
2
weird
weeks,
they
but I'll
don't
still
lead
come
off
back.
with
They're
it.
supposed to like restock by the week.
It's just weird they don't, like, when they talk about it, they'll go like, oh, there's this stuff you can get, and then near the end they'll be like, oh, but we don't have it. They should start off with like, okay, we don't have it in stock yet, or now, but there's this thing, instead of being like, okay, I'm going to sit here and talk half an hour about a product, and then tell you right at the end when you think you've got it, that we don't fucking have it. Or we don't sell it in this store. Like, oh yeah, there's this medication you can get, okay, but we don't sell it. We don't know where it's sold, just fucking fuck you. So,
Hey, fuck you.
we have this product for you, okay, but it's out of stock. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
Alright,
So that's how the story's going.
any other goofies people ran into lately?
I ran into Jack.
Peacock?
No.
Fitzgibbons?
Absalom, the one that's dating my cousin.
Oh yeah,
I
that
mean the
one.
one that was in the stall and yeah, we know you met him. We were there.
No, I'm saying I saw him today.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When I ran into him today, it was because I went downtown to go get, what was I going? Oh, that's right, I was helping Addison with his bike, and when I saw him, he was at the servo, and like, again, he questioned me about the Harry Potter thing. I'm like, dude, I've got no fucking idea, right? All I know is that they've
Okay,
cancelled
where
it
did
to next year.
you order it?
No,
Where did you order it? Like, what?
He was asking about the Harry Potter event that was happening in Morgan.
Oh, the event?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking isn't it now?
Mate, I care about that because fucking it was supposed to be in April, but they cancelled it because of COVID. And I said, oh, fucking of course. But they're going to hold back till next year, but they're going to try and get more actors and actresses. I'm like, okay, so you went from being Fred and George to Fred, George, Ginny, Percy, and now more? Let's fucking go.
That's why you did it.
But on Monday, I'm going to go to a post office and see if my things go
Just
somewhere.
places that do
Okay,
that. Back in the day, they'll be like, oh, we have an event on, but it's been cancelled because of, this reason or this reason. But nowadays, it's like, oh yeah, COVID. That's it. It's just, okay, but you could do safety precautions, right? Or maybe, no, COVID. Just don't fucking answer me. It's like, okay, when do you think you could fix it? Like, I mean, there are places now, and it's not so bad in Australia. You get COVID. COVID. And it's just, okay.
Okay, COVID has completely been eradicated. The cure has been 100% successful. No one's been dying anymore.
How do
about
you
now?
do it? New virus. Don't know what it is, but it's there.
It's COVID 20.
COVID fucking 20.
That's what
How? I created
Do you think
it.
Gwen 20 could that or COVID 20?
Oh my god, Glenn and COVID?
You know what? I do one better. Ben 10.
I'll do you one even better. Kevin 11.
Agent 47.
101 Dalmatians.
Fuck! Jesus!
Wait. 102 Dalmatians.
Fuck!
You should see Cruella rising up.
Man, that's a lot of trouble.
I miss that. Like,
Are you deep frying in there? Nah, for real. It tastes really well. And I think that's pretty cool.
just I love how it is easing up on restrictions, but again, just it's so dumb. Like, okay, there's a super cool event you want to go to. Everyone knows, just wearing a mask, even though it could, masks aren't 100% effective, wearing a thing over your fucking mouth and nose for most of the time, it's just as simple as that. You got those people who are like, if I have this mask on my face for more than 1 fucking minute, I'm gonna literally just shoot the place up because I can't wear it. And you sit there, you see like fucking like little kids will take their masks off because they're not used to that shit, they never grew up with. Fucking parents should be. And then it's just straight up like, oh, I have to wear a mask for like, just say the event goes for like 3 hours. You're like, oh no, I can't have it be wearing a mask for more than 10 minutes. No. And then just straight up, you've got those people who just fucking don't wear masks. Or, again, people who are sick and are just like, you know what, it's fine, you'll go away, like when I walk around a bit. And it doesn't fully.
Yeah.
What are you fucking staring at people for?
But just, like, I'd love to go to events and shit, but just hearing, oh yeah, because one guy coughed near the place, we're stopping it. It's like, fuck that guy off. Everyone else should be able to turn up.
Do you guys know if the fireworks are still going on next Saturday?
I don't really see notifications about it, which is surprising because you would see it like a month early. So
Because like I leave to go party in Sydney on Friday and I get back Saturday. But I really want to go to the fireworks, but I don't know if they're going to be on there.
I mean, again, like usually, especially with like pictures in the park and shit, they will like put that around the place like a month or two early. So I feel like I haven't really seen anything about Dogwood Fire, so maybe not.
Well, they announced it in March. The Golden Fire fireworks.
I mean, I guess if they announce it in March, it's probably still happening. You probably just have to check wherever they upload it to. It's like, again, I never really care for pictures in the park unless I see a post about it and I click on it and find out.
Right now I'm gonna fucking verify get those 4 vouchers.
No.
Oh yeah, I used mine the other day when I went to the movies.
That's the thing, is
Fucking amazing, man.
Not a lot of places accept them, because they say like no takeaway shit in that. Which I assume means like no fucking, I can't have it at Hungry Jack's, which is very depressing, because I wanted more Yumbos. Even though
I haven't even had one yet.
Wait, the first time we went there, perfect amount of cheese and ham, melted, fucking delicious.
Oh, the Yumbo.
You come at the first taste.
We
When
still
I
have
went
the
there the
video.
second time, Dre,
Do you still have the video of us when we reviewed it?
yeah,
Watch that later.
yeah.
I
But
want to
the
watch.
second time I went, I was confused on how they felt about me. So I got it, and I fucking, the first one I opened up, it had an extra. It was fucking stacked with ham. It had a shitload of ham on it, and another like a couple pieces of a ham underneath the burger. And I was like, okay, someone there wants my dick. And then I had the first bite, and I was like, what the fuck? It's like no melted cheese. It wasn't warm at all. It was like just a cold sandwich. And I'm like, okay, they want to rape me. And then I opened my second one, and again, it was just the same deal. It was a lot of ham and cheese, but it just wasn't melted. And I'm like, okay, they want to hate fuck me.
Now whether to say, be gentle with the dog or stop molesting.
Yeah, don't wiggle her arms around.
Don't molest.
She got short legs, and she's stubby.
Fucking just sitting there, Jess is like, okay, she goes to walk 2 feet.
Literally, my dog when she was a pup. Luna tried to jump on fucking everything. She tried to jump on the couch as soon as we brought her to the house.
Okay.
And so I had to put like a fucking stairs for her.
So, little story, you know how, okay, do you guys remember, so I assume when you looked up about a lightsaber thing, did you look up Ultra Sabers? Or just any lightsaber?
I think it was Ultra Sabers, probably.
Do you guys remember how much, by the end, it cost
Yep.
for the lightsaber?
Yeah.
How much was yours?
Mine was almost $1,000.
Do you know the exact amount? Or?
No, I don't know the exact. All I know is that it was over $900.
Okay.
It was really
Hey.
close to $1,000.
That'll be something to do. Let's fucking open
Let's
up
fucking
a
do it.
window of it recording us building our dream saber
Yeah.
on Ultra
To
Saber.
do that, yeah, I know. But, so how much was your one?
It was like around 300.
Do you know how much?
I don't remember exactly. It was fucking
So,
crazy.
I mean, of course, I looked at all the last designs and I thought they were cool.
How much
But-
was yours?
So the way I did mine, I did 2 different sides. I did Ultra Sabers, and the way I did it was I found some cool orange lightsaber design, but I put silver pieces on it. An orange blade, I made it, I got the thick blade, so, because they said with the normal ones, it's good to hit a little, but it's not really good for hitting hard.
Yeah.
So you can tap stuff like, light tapping and stuff, but if you're going to go, then, it's not recommended unless you get the thick one. So I said straight up, I'll buy the thick blade then. At the end of it, it came around to $380,
I need 2 fucking
including the shipping, and I was like, that's okay. Moved on to another one, which was Saber Force, I think, or something like that,
Yeah.
and it came up to about a little less than 300. But with that one, it was a little bit different and it was a little cheaper, so I could go for either. I want to kind of go for the one that I can use for duels because I don't want to sit there and not
Yeah, the
fight
same.
with it. But of course, I'm not going to go airsoft Thaddy and Robert and fucking full force it. I'm going to, just like tap and shit like that. That's the whole thing of fights. So you don't fucking smack each other.
Me and you go into a duel. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm just here for fun. Me start fucking.
What was each person's fucking lightsaber style again? Like dual ended, dual weld,
Oh.
a special type,
I prefer dual.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I went with just a single. My original idea was to go with red and blue But then when I realised what purple meant, I just thought to myself, okay, well, there's that. I'll just have a single one.
Like, I would go single, yes, but at the same time, it's like, if I can find a site that lets me customize the color of a crossblade, like Kylo Ren, I'll go with that. There's this one, I showed Matthew it, so there's a one crossblade where when you hit it, it does a normal effect. But there's one where the stick isn't a stick, it's like actually bumped and stuff, and when you do it, it looks like a fire effect that comes up, and it looks fucking amazing. But yeah, I look it up, and I like how they have cheap options, and you can still fight with them, and they're cheap as shit. But you've got those people who put together the best stuff, and they're like, "This is like a $2,000 lightsaber, but it's custom built to me," and I'm like, "Fuck, like okay."
Could you pass me the Coke one, please? Thank you.
But yeah, but I'm gonna probably go with the Ultra Saber one because I heard that one's a little better.
It is.
But yeah,
like, even though it's expensive, it's definitely worth it, which I'm pretty sure that's where Stewie got his.
Stewie got his at the Saber one. That's why I looked that one after. Like, I think he said he would go Ultra Saber, but he knows Saber Force better. But I was like, that's fine. Like, I looked at both. I created an orange and silver one on Ultra Saber, and I still like it's an orange lightsaber hilt with an orange blade. And then I did a different one, where on Saber Force I did a silver and purple one with a purple thing coming out, and it was a little cheaper, but I thought to myself, yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, what's interesting is, how Ahsoka Matthew has a long blade and a shorter one?
Yeah.
You can get different style blades, so you can buy a blade that's the normal length, one that's longer, and then one that's like short, or even a dagger size one. And I was just like, imagine some guy coming out with it. How Darth Maul's hilt is like that long when he puts them together? Imagine having one of those and just these long lightsabers at the end of it. So you hold a hilt out like this, and it's like, you just go around with it. And then that lightsaber, which has the ring around it, just how you can do the thing where you activate it, you push forward, it comes out the front, you push back, and it comes out the back. I was just like, like dual wielding and single is, to me, it's like dual wielding's cool because you can customize two different styles. Like I always said, I do an orange one and a purple one, but with a single, it's just being able to like make a good hilted one for two hands and shit. But oh man, looking into it, I'm sitting there like, I'm here wanting to buy a wrestling belt. If I buy it from WWE, it's like $500. If I buy a cheap custom-made one, it's cheaper, but it's still, I've got to be careful how to design it. And I'm like, I could buy a lightsaber for cheaper than that and still use it how I want. And I'm sitting there like, that's just amazing to me. But yeah, my main plan was to try and I wasn't sure if I want to buy an actual belt or my own custom one. Because if I buy a replica, it's simple, pick one and choose it. But with the other one, I kind of have to design like my YouTube logo, the little side plates, the belt design, and it's a little bit harder. So I thought about just if I'm going to do that or not. But yeah, fucking...
So, I'm going for my white card course soon. Like, I'm still waiting on like dates and shit, but in order for me to earn a little bit extra money, because I know I'm not working at Borders and I know I won't get any work from here, I decided to go for a white card course so that I can work on like construction sites and shit. That would give me a little bit of extra money.
Yeah,
so.
I love white cards.
Fucking deep shit, man.
I think white...
It's asking for like, because I don't have a driver's license and shit, so it's asking for my birth certificate details. I put it all in there completely, but apparently it's not even fucking right. Now, this one thing that shows a certificate number, and it's telling me fucking like the number of like thing it was issued in that, and just nothing for that. Like,
one thing I love about my white card is I did it in school. I love it. It's just like you could use that for construction and stuff. I got this done 2013. It's been over 7 years. I haven't used it once for anything.
Well, you can still go onto like a construction
I know.
site, and anyone can go, hey, you don't have a white card? Oh yes I do. I got one, yeah.
I got a white card. Well, you need a helmet. You'll need one. Walk forward. Bar comes down. I still, I need to get a new wallet because it's just fucking all coming apart.
Well, the one I got on my birthday from my uncle. Apparently, it was like $200. I'm like, bro, I looked this shit up like it's like 100.
But yeah, I fucking got my white card, my Opal card, which I can't use as well because it's addressed to Sean's house. So I can't really do anything about it. Plus, I don't really go by there anyway. I've got a fucking school ID from when I was in year fucking 10.
Can I see?
Yes. I've got Flyby's EB World card, which, again, I love this card design. It's just so fucking amazing. And then, yeah, just my bank card. But yeah, fucking, that was how my hair would always go. I would shave it bald and it would grow up to like that, and that's about as long as I'd keep it until I'd get rid of it. Whereas you've got Matthew, his is longer. But yeah, fucking god. I was just,
I still have no fucking clue about it.
I hate that. If I were to put two little glowing poles in the middle of my two front teeth, it would be an airway to tell airplanes to land.
Also, I see a picture of it, so it helps you, but they don't.
I still remember one of the things people used to ask me, people would like fold pieces of paper and put them in their teeth. And I was, of course, my teeth were so thicker than like anyone's. I had the record of like the most folds and put in my teeth. And I still remember one time someone pulled it out and fucking, I was like bleeding in the middle bit of the gums for a while, but fucking that was fucking shit.
Yeah, we're like paper cuts. Oh my god. Fucking, I've got like a whole bunch of cards at home, and it's fucking, it is insane. I mean, this one's when I first got my P's, which is my driver's license, but which I'll be able to go for my green P soon, so that's cool. Do I have any?
I am just...
I don't. Oh fuck! Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. There's that one. And there's that one. Yeah, so there's this one, Aaron. A bunch of soldiers, and then this one's at the workies.
I'm gonna get one. Oh, I'm gonna get one. Shoot.
CMAT, remember?
I'm so fucking glad I've got this goddamn birth certificate. But like, I would go to do stuff at the work, like get a picture for the workers and shit. But my plan is fucking get this Medicare card, get the ID hopefully next week. Once that comes in, get a new bank card. Once that comes in, I have to decide. I've got to try and look up whether or not it's better for me to get on Centrelink now and move, or to move first and do it. Which fucking I don't know which is which, but
It'd be a lot better to get it started now, so then you'll have the chance.
that's the thing. I've heard both ways. Like, there are those saying it's good to get on it now so you're on it and then move, but a lot of people saying it's more of a difficult process because when you're getting on it, you're moving and it's a whole thing. And then I've heard people say, oh, it's easy to move and do it that way, you can do it straight up, but it's more difficult because sometimes you've got to prove, you've moved and stuff to get the extra. I'm sitting there like, I just don't know. So like I said, I'm going to try get all this stuff done first and then wait till fucking when I do it. The one thing I'm going to hate is getting my photo ID done with this fucking hair, and then in next year I'll probably shave my hair bald or something, and then fucking they'll be like, hey, and they'll be like, that's not you. Or I'll have like whatever kind of beard, I'll take the photo, which will probably be like 2 times, 3 times thicker than this, and then I'll shave and I'll just look and be like, that's not you. Oh my, I have that fear so hard. Like, I'm someone who changes my appearance a lot. I sometimes keep my beard off, I keep it on, I do styles like this, I shave it. So I'm just, one day I feel like I'm going to be afraid where I shave everything completely and show and it'll just look like...
I changed my hair colour so many fucking times.
I never used to. It was shaved or kept curly, and then it was during high school I did dyeing my hair black, and then it started dyeing. Then the first time I did a hair design was when I did the first time when I shaved the sides and had the middle blonde, and that's why I'm keeping it like this, because it's one of my favourite styles. But still, it's like I just
You'll see. I like
you look at Matthews. His is done where he's got his hair's a little shorter and his hair's red. You look at it now, it's longer. It's fucking black and he's got a fucking goatee.
Have you seen fucking my year 11
yeah.
thing?
Maybe.
I look like I was going to be the school shooter.
Yeah, you did. See, with mine, I like it middle part.
Don't worry, I didn't get to that level. Fucking guns are weapons. What a good that.
See, with me, I like my hair to be long, so I can do the middle part. But the way my mum likes it, which is how I did used to have it, mum likes it undercut, so I've just got the crown.
Yeah, I can't remember where I last had one of those cards.
Want to see my one? I don't like looking at my yearbook, but here.
Oh, yeah, you I got one of those.
Because I never went to this school. And I remember they called me in the group and was like, okay, we don't have a picture of you. Can you get a picture of yourself? And I was like, okay, so what do you need me to do? And they just said, oh, just a simple go in school clothes, find a clean background. I went into the bathroom in the fucking right over there and I was like, okay, I'll just put my school shirt and jumper on and put the collar up, and it was like in front of the bathroom door, and I hate it because all of them's got blue backgrounds, and you can tell I just took a photo in front of a fucking mirror. It's like a mirror selfie, and I hate it. It's so much shit.
You know, I changed my yearbook quote like 3 times, and I finally settled on the best part about school is leaving.
I'm not saying it's stupid, but so many people had quotes that were so similar.
Yeah, so many people in school.
No one had a quote that was a Marlon Penny reference like me.
I'd say a good.
No one had a quote that was original.
I'd say a good third of
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, like
Most
how
of
can
them-
you come up with something that no one else has already said? That's the fault. That's the thing about like when it comes to plagiarism and shit like that in school. It's like you're never writing something that someone else hasn't already written.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. Tell me where you've heard this. String beans and spinach go well with the Catalina wine mixer.
Someone in the fucking world has probably said
Type
that.
it up.
There's a good chance they probably said the exact same time as you. That's the fucked up thing.
You type
Yeah.
it up. It's a quote done by Hugh Man.
Hey man, nice try, aliens.
But yeah, in mine it was 1/3 had to do with lead.
It's even worse. My
I'm
yearbook.
not pulling it apart.
My yearbook.
But it's like 1/3 of the quotes were to do with leaving school or about hating school. 1/3 were inspirational quotes, and the other third, like mine, were copied of something. So they had like stuff from movies, like authors, and like mine were video games. I remember just putting it, just straight. A man chooses, a slave obeys. People were a little unsure because of the whole slave, and I was like, I remember the teacher's like, so where did you get this? And I was like, it's off a video game. And I remember she had to look it up. So she types on YouTube, a man chooses, a slave obeys. It shows the scene on Bioshock, and she's like, okay, look, that's okay. It's just, just if there are people who ask, just tell them all about it. And I was sitting there like, nobody who's not my friend in school doesn't talk to me, and those who do, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, friggin'. Like,
Yeah, no,
my
that's
first
fine.
choice was a quote from Flash. It was Ralph talking to Cisco. And then my second one, my second one was from Infamous Second Son. It was, I'm gonna touch everything.
Yeah, put that in your fucking yearbook, boy.
So, that was my second one, but the third, I went to go change, to go back to my, I'm gonna touch everything, but, they had already written it out, and I'm like, oh, okay. So mine is now, the best part about leaving school is leaving. And because I love that
So-
quote from
Remember
so much.
everyone's fucking jerseys, what they had written on theirs. My favourite by far was Seth and Haley's.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
It was fucking amazing, yeah.
When I was in Harden, they were talking about like, oh, you can do whatever you want. Of course, you still had to get it, checked. But yeah. So I remember everyone did typical nicknames. Paul wanted to do his as his gamer name, but his mum wouldn't let him, so he never ended up getting one.
Wow.
I asked the teachers on 2 choice, like I thought Azza obviously, but I said to the teachers, what are the restrictions? And they said, look, as long as it's like, not something you shouldn't do. I said, okay, which one of these would work? And I asked them to, because like they gave us an example and they put the shirt up and just said, okay, type in your thing and it shows up. I had Ermac as my first one, and Josh was straight up like, you should do it. I'm like, that's what I kind of want to do. Then I thought, okay, how long can it be? And she said, you can try type it in. When it stops, it'll stop. I typed in Noob Cybot. It finished just on the T. If I put one more letter in, it wouldn't have done it. So I was like, it's perfect. So it's like, I want to choose Ermac because he's my favorite, but I want to choose Noob Cybot because fucking, it's the perfect name. But then I never ended up getting it. And when I started this school, they had just gotten theirs. So I asked them, and they said, yeah, sorry, we stopped doing them. And I'm like, that's okay then.
Here it is.
Yeah, on my jersey, because when I went through primary school and going high, everyone used to call me Dr. Dre. Oh, okay. Everyone used to call me Dr. Dre, so I went with that. But I've done it exactly the way Dr. Dre has it. Everything in caps and dots between the D and R and the R and A.
Of course, that's how you pronounce doctor.
Are you a doctor? I am today.
Dr. Dre
But yeah.
actually got his medical license.
For my yearbook quotes, they asked us to, I think it was like they asked us to write down 5, and then after that they said pick your final 3, and then pick your last.
One of the best quotes, everyone got like certain people got a chance to have one of their most knowing quotes put in the last bit. Joseph Keenan, Tasmania isn't a part of Australia.
Yes! I fucking remember that! I remember when he said that.
When he said that, it went all over the school. Everyone, and no matter what, he just couldn't be convinced of it. So,
The Tasmanian exchange student.
Well, let's be honest, Britain doesn't exist either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he just says it's not a part of Australia.
Let's see some of the quotes. So we've got Rachel, Penny, why don't you just wear a push-up bra? Penny, I am.
I remember that one.
There is no dairy in chocolate.
Well, you know some of these people.
Why does vacuum have 2 U's in it? Because it's a W.
So, you two know these people. I think it would be fair if I looked at someone and read out one of my favourites and then tell you the name so you know who it's from.
Alright.
So are these all of them?
There's another Joseph one there too. Yeah, that's it's all on one page.
Okay.
It's only the most memorable quotes.
So you said the second one, right? Yeah. Okay, I think that's 2 different students, but Jake Sass, why does vacuum have 2 U's in it? Harrison Fleming, because it's a W. Joe Keenan, Miss Johnson, can I please go for a run? Miss J, sure Joe, just stay out of the long grass. Why? There could be snakes. Miss, there aren't any snakes in the school, they don't let them in.
Fucking, I was there when he said that, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You can't count the alphabet because the alphabet's numbers, Jiveva. During this informal assembly, Francesca, which ex-student has become an internet sensation on TikTok? Sophie K, it was Bailey Jury with about 12,000 or just a shit ton. TikTok. Maybe if we all shut up and do the work, then maybe we could participate as a class and play Kahoot. Jake Sass.
Yeah,
It's not a theory if it's true, Aaron D. See,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you... Hold on, let me check something.
Oh yeah, fucking Aaron D.
Aaron D, he had the
Okay,
most
yeah.
memorable quote.
For a second I thought they wouldn't let you have your own quotes. Like, I
Oh
thought...
yeah.
That's,
We got
yeah,
to have
okay.
what we said.
I'm gonna go from the start and...
Oh fuck.
It's... Your book is so fucking hard to do the pages to.
But they're efficient. I
Alright.
got mine for free.
I'm gonna see if I can point out people I know. This may take a while.
Nice teaching.
You know,
Here we go. I know this guy. Quote, things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know, but friendship carries on through the ages.
Fucking
Aww.
My Little Pony, because I was around when I finished watching Crusher Girls and that movie came out with that song, and I was like, oh.
It's funny how despite you didn't go to that school, they still let you put one of those pictures.
Yeah, they said find the youngest picture you have, and I'm like, this is the best I got. Me during fucking Alice in Wonderland playing.
Alright, let's see.
I was really fun space.
Your hair is way too red, Kissy.
Who was that?
it would have been fucking,
Red hair?
Morgan Farrell.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan. Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman went to school with us?
I thought I might leave. Oh, here we go. Here's a lad we all know. Quote, what happened had happened in the past, but I know I can do better in the future.
It's Joe.
That's Joseph.
He's never gonna gi- I still would have preferred, I'm never gonna give you up, never
Yeah.
gonna let you down.
I
never
fucking
gonna-
told him to put that in. That would have been fucking perfect.
Alright, yeah, I don't know any of you. I don't know any of you. That's a fucking ringer and a half right there.
Is that...
Adam McSort.
Oh,
He goes from typical ginger kid, typical ginger teen to fucking like almost close to Jesus. Okay, yeah, again.
I hate it because the majority of them were people that fucking went to the same school as shit. And here I am from out of town. What up, my ninja poops?
I mean, one of mine was from Dover High. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here we go. Here's one you two know. You don't know the extent of my power.
Stu. No, it's not Stu. Fuck.
He streamed with him.
Huh?
He streamed with him.
Nathan.
Nickname Man of Steel.
Fuck
I
off.
don't believe that.
That's a
He
fucking
is
lie.
not a man of steel. He fucking freaks out if someone pokes his fucking leg. Man of flubber. Man of rubber.
Man of rubber.
It's just
You had so many women in your club. There were more of us men than there were women in my.
His
Ow.
quote should have been, sorry, can't hear you too high up on my horse.
This guy right here. I don't know how, but his jawbone throughout the years just stayed the same. Quote, it's unlocked. We're just standing out here for the fun of it.
What?
The quote is, it's unlocked. We're just standing out here for the fun of it.
That's Stewie. That's Stewie.
Look at that goddamn face.
That's Stewie because I know it's something he did say.
Oh, this guy is seriously just the most basic bitch out there. He said, and I quote, the best part about school was leaving.
What's that dude, Aaron?
Can I just see myself
I wish
again?
I
Can
had
I see
seen that
myself?
Family Guy episode
You know what?
during that time when we were coming up with quotes. I can't believe Randy.
Yeah, I can't believe Randy Quaid gets to eat like this every day. The one thing I kind of hate is I can't look at your face and not kind of see Mini Lad.
Fuck off. Fuck you.
Hey, little kid.
Oh, and yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna look at what if he had. We need to find out what her name is.
Who?
It's a teacher.
Teacher.
You know, I always
Frank.
hoped. I always hoped that Mr. Dunn would have mentioned to me in his speech.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And I remember telling him that, and he's like, "You were in my speech, but I changed it." I'm like, "So it would have been fucking hilarious for you to say, okay, I won't see Dre in the fucking ambulance again."
It's like, despite the fact I had no photos, because I never was there during the whole of school, the group I was in somehow managed to get like 2 to 3 photos taken of them, and I was in the background. And I remember, I think one of them's on the front page actually. Yeah. So, you know, of course, every single student. Now, this is the group that I was in. You may not see me, but I'm right behind everybody.
Here we go. So we got year 9, fucking me right there, with wearing my signature jacket with the tutu. It was everyone's
I think I did that.
this is year 9. I think you came around like late,
But yeah, I was in the yeah.
like just about to begin year 10.
Oh! I fucking
There
made
we
it
go.
though, Aaron. Look, I fucking made it.
There we go. He made it to year 10.
Look at that fucking shit. Look at that fucking.
It's the kind of guy you try to keep away from sports.
Year 11, let's see.
I went to camp for like half a day.
Here we go, year 12.
Your tour was just full of fucking fan favorites.
It's one thing I hated about the yearbook, it was always the popular.
Oh, there are more year 12 photos. Oh, yeah, me and Dre.
Oh, we fucking made it! Hell
Red
yes!
and green.
Yeah! Back then I was actually a fan of green.
Oh yeah, us again. With Joey.
Fucking Joey.
Joey.
Joey. Oh yeah, another one with me.
I remember that. I missed it.
I wore that fucking blue flannel underneath my shirt. That's how loco I was. Yeah, Jack Cockpit. So there's you, Dre. There's Joey. And where am I? Oh yeah, I'm fucking... Cause someone put up their fucking gloves, covered my face, me poking around the side. I'm like, alright, fuck you, Deborah. Yeah, that's everyone's shit. That's a crap.
Those are balls.
No image
Those
available.
balls.
No image available. Reason for the camera. But yeah, fucking.
But yeah,
my
I remember
subjects-
hearing. I remember when we got our yearbooks, they were delayed. Like, we had finished school for about a month or two before they came in, so we had to come into school despite we finished like months ago.
We got ours on our formal.
Yeah.
And it was weird because apparently, yeah, people noticed someone compared their older sibling who got the yearbook before, and like someone had another one from the year before that. They're getting worse. It went from hard book covers and actually neat to kind of cheap.
Sorry, do you have mama?
Huh? What?
His name's mama.
I
Did we swap?
think we did.
You need to look at your house when you go back home because.
It might be underneath my house.
Subjects: English studies because fuck.
That was fucking
fuck
fun.
all the other ones. English was stupid. We had the best teacher ever, but of course we had the most worst students ever at the same
Yeah.
time. Being studied. Visual design. Only me and Catherine Daly. Same last name. We were the only ones in it who chose it, so we were put in with the fucking visual arts class, and we just got to. The teacher said, like, as long as you fucking do something, then you're good. Like, you don't have exams or anything like that, just do something in the class. So that's what I was doing, cardboard and shit.
I really wish I had fucking chosen visual design instead of PE. Fucking hated PE.
Drama. Kind of, I really enjoyed it during the musical shit. And then it was something-
9 and 10 were fun. 11 and 12 was fucking horse shit.
Community and family studies, did it with Joseph. The only annoyance was that, like, he wasn't the best fan of the teacher.
I'm surprised you even beat Joseph and Gav.
Yeah, again, I'm the laziest motherfucker ever when it comes to studying and stuff. And yet I got higher scores.
Yeah.
I remember the one time I almost got the only one with perfect scores in class. And I was trying to do an actual last second project. It was when I was doing that thing on Walt Disney. And we were supposed to do leadership things. I did everything perfectly except for the exact type of leader he was. Like, because there were different types of leader type names and shit. And I was supposed to put down the one he was, which I didn't, which was the main thing of the subject. So I almost got full marks. It was amazing.
Yeah, so you got like a 9 out.
Joseph did his of Barack Obama. He put in so much fucking work and information. I did mine the morning that it was due.
Yeah, one
He's been working on his for like 3 weeks.
for drama.
And
They
it's
had
like,
we had to do our IPs, and it was like either a solo performance or other stuff. Like there was writing a script for something, doing a set design, a costume design, or a like movie poster.
Oh, yeah.
I was a lazy asshole, and I didn't do mine till the very last day. And the teacher was like, "You have till I think it was like 3, because school was about to close soon. They're like, okay, you have until 3 to hand it in." I sat at home and was like, okay, I've got a big piece of paper. I just drew a bunch of stuff pretending it's a movie title, coloured it in with pencil so it looked horrible, and I handed it in. And the teacher straight after was like, "I can tell yours was rushed." And she said, I'm not happy that you didn't do anything, but I will say I'm glad you put it in because there are still people who haven't put theirs in yet, and she thought I was going to be one of them. And she straight up said to me, one reason why I like that drama teacher, she straight up said, "I'd rather have a student do something, even if it's not good, than nothing at all." because
I remember
doing nothing at all just
modern
proves it. And I'm like,
history.
thank you.
One of our assignments, I did nothing on it, and it was on the like day that I was supposed to do it, and because I was just fucking annoyed, so I did like 1/4 worth of what I was supposed to do, and I fucking waited. I could have just turned it to her straight away. She would have put me on the spot and said, like, you know, giving me shit about like how little I did. But I waited, and of course the teacher who's been like charging for fucking A block, like pops in to chat with her. So then I handed it in because I know she won't fucking put me on the spot like in front of another teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of her, she's on crutches right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
not the first time.
No, the reason why, so Kaylee told me she was on crutches, and I'm like, and she was trying to figure out why. I'm like, she had dick for the first time.
Oh yeah, she's lesbian.
And so Kaylee looked at me, and I'm like,
yeah, you know.
and then mum turned around, and she's like, it wasn't a dick, it was a strap on.
The reason we hated her was because she was like very on the feminazi level.
Very biased.
Very biased.
Yeah, our
we
teacher
fucking
was
hated.
too, but not in the way of, like, it's in the way of popularity. Like, all the popular students in the popular groups, like, she graded us into groups. All the popular kids were in one group, all the secondary popular kids were together, the middle ones together. I was considered the second lower, and then there was the lowest. We were always in the same groups, and she treated us the same. Like, the first 2 groups, absolutely amazing. You guys did everything right. Other group, you guys did great. Little things here and there, but it's fine. Middle group, you did pretty good. Thumbs up. Looked at our group, could improve a little bit more. And then there was the last ones, because they were mainly, one of them never really went to school much, and the other was lazy. So of course she was like, you know, that's not really an effort. But just, I hate it.
With
When I
everyone-
started, it was the entire year. That's all it was. Just, you guys are amazing. You guys are pretty good. You guys suck at like shit. Even though we did, again, everyone did typical stuff. Let's do the topic of technology taking over the world, or let's do the topic of, you know, hunger taking over. Me and my friends were sitting there like, what should we do? And then we just one by one were like, okay, we'll do a thing on blind ninjas. I got that off Mrs. Brown's boys. I was like, I don't know, blind ninjas comes to me. Then right after, we all used to make Major Payne jokes. We said some guy in the military teaching these guys, and then the last minute thing we thought of was snapping turtle. So the whole story, we went from just those 3 things to straight up, the story of our group thing was a colonel, which is me, is teaching 2 people who are blind ninjas to assassinate a snapping turtle by President Obama. That was our story. We went with it. And despite the fact of what the teacher said before and what every student thought, again, the teacher was straight up said to us, the markers were the only people who laughed at our fucking performance. Everyone else, they enjoyed it because they did topics and subjects and it was good. They said it was they smiled and, you know, did stuff, but they said with ours it was the first time that not only the class that was watching, but they were laughing their asses off. We struggled to try and not laugh. And everyone was straight up like, oh, I think we did pretty good. Yeah, no, we did alright. The markers liked us. We're sitting there like, we made him fucking laugh.
I still remember my fucking monologue, which was like a stand-up comedy type thing. Stealing saxophones from homeless people.
3 moments in that thing is what made him laugh. First was I was sitting there and I tell him to drop down and give me 20. And then fucking Sean Cluett, he goes, right, pulls his wallet out and pulls a $20 bill out. And everyone laughed. The second one was, there was like a scene where they're running around and like doing stuff. I think it was, Lachlan was actually running around in circles. Sean started walking a bit and he stopped and just stood there watching him. And everyone laughed because, again, like the other guy's blind, he wouldn't know. The one that got him was, one scene was they were meant to be seated separate, but the idea was the snapping turtle was touching one of them. And he's like, dude, stop touching me. And all that. It's like, I'm not touching you. And he's like, he's 5 feet away from you. How do you think he's touching you? Sean turns around and goes, I'm blind. And everybody pissed themselves laughing. I was standing I had to have the whole, I couldn't keep anything but this. I had to stay angry. I went from, I was like, And I was trying not to look like I was smiling. And
Yeah, you're
everybody,
trying not to break her.
You want to know what was great though?
What?
The start and last one, he improvised because we were trying to stretch it longer. So the whole thing with money, we had the idea of, him going for his pocket, but he actually pulled his wallet out and pulled a $20 note out. And the last one, I was about to say he's 50 feet away from you, and then eventually he would reach and be like, I've got the turtle, but he was just, I'm blind. and then the markers, when they were talking with us, straight up they said, they liked the idea of our performance, we didn't go with the typical stuff that most people did on the sheet. Because the teacher said, here are topics. You can do one. You don't have to, but obviously they're ones that people do every year. So straight up they said they liked we did our own thing. They liked that, it was very funny, and they even said they laughed a lot. They did point out me trying not to laugh, and I said it's understandable. And even we're in the end, we're like, I kind of feel bad about that. He's like, we made it. That was improv, so, you had no idea what was coming. And yeah, they were just straight up like, they hope to see more like that. Like, they know that obviously people prefer to do topics, but they'd like to see more people make their own thing up as long as it's good. And I was just sitting there like, I'm so happy. So many people, including girls who were doing their solo performance, before they got in, they were sitting there like, oh my god, it's the markers, oh my god, and they're pulling out fans. And then as it ended, they all cried. And they're like, oh my god, the performance. And I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah.
I understand, but
Fuck
it's
me.
over.
If you acted like, if you cried like that during your performance, then you would have gotten better marks.
Like, I understand but the ones who cried, they're the students who expected to get the top marks, go to like college right after high school. Again, fucking, when I had my birthday party and Hannah and Josh were over, Hannah was crying her eyes out because she got a low mark. And I straight up looked and said, her mum was coming in and it's like, it's fine. Josh, he got a lower mark than her. And I showed my mark. I got the lowest out of everyone in the room. And I just said, I see this as a win. I got a mark at least. But yeah, and it's funny. The people that sit there and say, I'm going to go to college and do this, they're probably still at home right now, working at McDonald's or something. It's like, just getting a high mark is not going to guarantee shit.
I'll never forget when when I had surgery on my knee, it felt like Miss Dawson thought that I was able to just walk after surgery and do the fucking performance. And I'm like, Miss, I can't even put my fucking leg down and try and fucking walk. So I started doing my script on crutches, and then it was the day before the whole thing, she decided to pull me out. And I'm like, you've been up my fucking ass to do this monologue, and you're pulling me out at the last minute? Are you serious? And she's like, yeah, well, the markers are like, if you can do your monologue, you can do the group performance. I'm like, I cannot walk on my fucking leg. And then Miss had a full go at me for it because I called her dumb. And it was 5 minutes had passed, 10 minutes passed, and then at the end she's like, I don't think you've even said sorry to me. And I'm like, you never gave me a fucking chance to say sorry. And so I got the shits with her for pulling me out at the last minute after riding my fucking ass for it. But the one thing I really hated about school though was modern history assignments. When it came to that, my first one I plagiarized because I didn't care. Second one, it was half and half. The third, I got entirely from my books. I wrote that completely from my books. And the head of English said I plagiarized. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I plagiarized? And then he showed me everything. I'm like, I got this from my school book. And they had a go at me for it. And I'm like, what about Matt? Matt does fuck all. I do everything. He does fuck all. Because at the time, I was done with this shit. I'm like, what about Matt? And they're like,
Get real personal, man.
yeah. I was angry.
Yeah.
I was angry for that shit, man. I was super angry that they targeted me.
Now let's get real. The Maury Strangler. The first Joseph.
Jesus.
Maury Strangler. Yeah, fucking Favorite memory, Unicorn Tribe in the Year 12 area. That was mine. I went there wearing a unicorn onesie, and the joke was that I was part of the Unicorn Tribe, and our natural enemy was the Ringers, because it was Joseph and Ethan. But yeah, what will you miss most? Actually having shit to do every day. Where will you be in 10 years' time? Some sort of fucking, like, random shit. Fucking
do that.
George Joseph.
I wonder what I wrote.
So yeah, I thought
I can't remember.
I thought I did the slave quote. I did the other one, which was we all make choices, but in the end our choices make us. My question was, when I grow up, I want to be. So I said be an actor or game maker, and we could only do a quote and 2 questions. So I chose for the 2 questions, when I grow up, and describe school. For me, I said describe school with a song title, The One by Alina Siegeman. Everyone, including teachers, was like, oh yeah, that is a cool song. Little did they know, the lyrics in the song being, you know, like, I've been waiting for someone to, you know, come here and save me, and then to come here and kill me. The idea being like school. And no one
That one
got
teacher
that.
looking through the yearbook just, wonder what that song is.
No one
Looks
got
it
that.
up. What the fuck?
Absolutely no one got it. And I thought it was
So
funny. The
sad,
only one who did it was my friend Jack, because he's played zombies just as much as I have. And I remember he came up to me and said, you like that song too? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you know the lyrics behind it? And I'm like, that's why. And he looks at me and goes, oh, you're smart. I was like, come on, only one guy.
Where Joseph, fucking favourite memory, playing handball in the year 7 to 10 with other people from other years.
And was
What will you miss most? I will miss walking up at AM on summer mornings or frosty mornings.
I like summer in a way. I'd say more spring. I like, but I didn't mind walking up during frosty mornings. I thought that was actually a good thing about school.
Where will you be in 10 years' time? Not here. I'm not sure if I will move, but getting a job is priority. Quote, yeah, he's quote.
Well, with Joseph, when it came to handball, this was him. The ball goes past him. Fuck you!
We all had that.
Like,
one
it
person
was
that-
like that Auntie Donna video where he's like,
And you
fucking
tried to
Joseph.
fuck me too.
There are 3 types of people in handball.
I was
People
great.
who's always up the top, then ones who are never down the bottom, the ones who rage hardcore, and the ones who try to do those flip tricks and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that was me.
there was always, like, it was in squares that kept going down. The top 3 were the main 3. There was always someone, usually Josh was up the top. There were those, people swearing their asses off and almost getting handball kicked off. And those people who, the ball will come to them, they're like this and they go like that, so the ball bounces really small. And I hated people like that.
Me, right, I fucking
And the ones who
used to-
hit to one side, you hit that, they hit to the other and make you keep running while they're standing still.
These photos. First one, just put a pot roast in the oven. Second one, he's almost home. He's not. He doesn't remember how long he put it on for. Third photo, the pot roast was perfect.
No, that second one, I got sunburnt from the swimming carnival, man. I couldn't properly fucking smile.
Here's what I'm saying. Number 1, typical kid, hangs out, likes Beyblades and dinosaurs. Number 2, Mark Zuckerberg. Number 3, I've said it before. I wish they did that with ours, like put a younger one, because I had plenty of me when I was younger and before I went there.
They wanted me to put ones at these certain year groups. I'm like, we don't take photos of children.
I had. Apart from
The only photo
school
you could,
pictures,
the
that's
only
it.
photo I could bring in is me right after coming out of surgery as a baby for my fucking mouth.
It's like,
There's a lot of blood.
if I had my first Facebook account, I would have photos from all the way back when I was in like year 9. I lost that account though, so everything there's gone, which is why the one I have now is like from 2018. So unless, that's all I've got. Which sucks, because I had ones from when I was really young, and then ones from in the middle of fucking high, so I could have used that one, but they only sent one, and it had to be a recent, so I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, read my things out. One of the classes I hate was fucking PE. I actually thought we were going to get a crack at it.
Favorite memory when I performed Grace with D12.
Yeah, I fucking loved that so much.
Which one was that one?
That was with Sean Watson and Blousy. I think I was in year 9. Yeah, I was in year 9.
Yeah, I went to the fucking whatchamacallit today.
Oh no, it was when I was in year 10 actually. Yeah, year 10, the Warrior show. Yeah, and like because it was when I was first getting to know Sean, and Sean was telling me that Dawson was talking about me, and I'm like, me? What do you mean? So I went and talked to her, and she said, oh yeah, do you want to be a part of Grease? And I was like, sure. Went and watched the movie, fucking loved it. I go, come back, Sean, I'm in the fucking thing now. I'm fucking
I still
ready.
hated how she focused, like, you know, like, give the main characters, like, get into practice very well and shit. But she gave us side characters nothing. We had no fucking idea what we were doing. And I was just like, you know, I didn't care if I didn't turn up. They're like, oh, you know, this is a whole group thing. I'm like, I didn't ask to be in
I
it.
didn't take shit. Again, like the last 2 strings.
What will you miss most? No guess.
Yeah, what did I play? What was I
Danny's face when I've injured myself yet again.
Yes! Yes!
Where will you be in 10 years' time? Hollywood. How old are you now?
I'm 19. It's been two years.
Alright, let's see where we go. You just get to Hollywood, you better fucking home. Quote, the best part about school is leaving.
I still love that quote. Leaving.
Let's see, do you care about those? Let's see, teachers.
Yeah, I have
Like
a song
fucking
about
7 of these teachers here were like brand new and I had no idea who the fuck they were.
Can I have a look at that actually? Oh, fuck. I have a McDonald's song to make. I've actually got the lyrics. Me and Alex are thinking of a club.
Let's see. English studies, English studies, English advance, physics, technology.
Technology.
Yeah, they only share classes of the people that are now.
So popular. It's PE. One.
Oh wait, no, there's Joseph. Okay, what kind of people?
Let's see who it is.
In the PE class, yeah. Let's see, the no Tyrese. I remember him.
I fucking loved him, man. I will tell you a great memory of Tyrese.
I remember when fucking what's his name? That Daniel Cunt.
Smalls. Daniel Smalls? Oh no, Hunt.
Yeah,
Daniel Hunt. Yeah.
Daniel Cunt. When he was fucking walking, fucking Tyrese just shoved a stick in the back of he was running away, Tyrese shoved a stick in the back of his wheel and he fell over.
My favourite memory of Tyrese was back when we got Goldman High. It was I think it was year 8, I think. It was the end of year 7.
Nikita Jeffs was the emo of the school.
Fucking Tyrese, we were in IT, and Tyrese was like he was like looking up shit on the computer that he wasn't meant to. And we had an Asian teacher, and this Asian teacher was very Asian. You could barely understand what he was saying. So, I remember there was one time where when he was looking up the shit, and the teacher wanted Tyrese out. He told him to get out and shit. And then Tyrese turns around, he's like, I don't know how you can see me with your fucking Asian eyes, cunt. Like, he was super fucking racist too. It was hilarious. The whole class just pissed themselves laughing.
Alright, I'm gonna look at some stuff here.
There are so many people here that I fucking hate. Just saying. Hate him? Nah. Never talked to her. Never knew the guy.
Never knew it even.
Hated her.
I just look for specific people. I don't fucking read through everything.
Huh? Let's see who else. Never talk. Fuck, I miss Lola. The awkward interactions we'd have. Mitch fucking Sophie knows right about that. Josh Brown fucking lied. never miss Jamie Cooper's head. I would never miss his forehead. Biggest forehead. Fuck. Biggest forehead in the entire school.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream. This is getting smaller. Please. Oh, that is fun. Alright, alright. I don't know why I chose to spawn me as meanest. Certainly the capture, it's what it is.
There are so many popular kids in here that I just really want to punch, but I never got to. If I was to do it to them now, I would get charged. Hang on, did you say Nikita Jeffs or Nikita McFarlane? What was the email of the school?
What?
Did you say Nikita Jeffs or Nikita McFarlane?
McFarlane.
Yeah, I thought you said Jeffs.
Who's Jess?
Nikita Jeffs, she was fucking, well, show it for a letter.
I don't really care.
I was sure you said Jeffs. Fucking hell, I need to get my hearing
McFarlane, I knew fucking back when I did language during year 9.
Right. And the reason why I don't know her is because she changed her head more times than me.
Alright, I've got this set up for when Aaron gets back. The funniest video you've ever seen in your life.
Man,
I think I need to.
I would never forget Luca. He was like the best fucking cunt to talk to in school.
Holy shit, you are watching videos. I thought I heard VOC from back here.
Okay, it's
What are we doing?
I'm going to.
Oh, Aaron, could you pass me my phone, please?
You want me to pass you your phone?
Yeah, pass it. Pass it, boy.
Holy shit, a text message from my mom.
Y'all ever heard of a reverse exorcism? It's when the devil tells the priest to exit the child's body.
No. I thought I heard a priest back here.
I thought I heard a vagina back here. Yeah, that's the fucking. That's that.
I can turn it off, but
Yeah, that's
we gotta keep real quiet because I can hear both of yous echoing.
Again, is their TV still on?
It is, but it's not on loud. It's like silent, like they turned it down.
Still, fucking. Alright.
Look, I just heard rustling. Okay.
Shut up.
Alright, let's go. Back to what's the best video I've ever made.
Oh, is this a never before seen exclusive look?
That's, memes.
Oh.
Monster House meme.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is one.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Maybe we'll take
She's tired bits.
Hello?
It's dark.
Comfort in your face, disgrace.
No one pressed the like button. Only you can prevent events like this from happening again. Like and subscribe to save lives. Rule 34, boys. I love fucking random videos.
No.
Grave. From beyond a phone call. Besides, everybody knows what he did to his wife.
Why? What did he do to her?
You lie.
No way. Trick or beer? Oh no! A bottle! Put that There! You're good. Detectable movement. Bottle.
You lie.
Oh, that never gets old.
Hello. Oh no! Puberty! Yeah, I'm having lots and lots of puberty.
You lie.
I made the whole puberty thing up.
Awesome.
Dude, why don't you kiss my hairy butt? Is this beer?
Because if it is, that's really gross.
DJ?
You lie.
Bottles? So, you pee in bottles?
Well, you got a situation. This is no situation. It's just a couple tater tots hopped up on too many pixie sticks. Well, you got it. What was that?
You're gonna die.
What? Calm down. You make me want to throw up in some.
Beer?
Eat it.
Grady! Very, very important business to take care of. Have fun getting killed.
What?
I won't be seeing you later. I want your lovely ever cracker.
You know what would have been funny if like Skull comes back, he like grabs it, and then grabs another bite, No, another one.
The
It's just
one
him
thing I like
constantly
is I
grabbing
was
it.
the one who suggested
Wait,
the one.
aww.
Yeah, grave.
Yeah,
from
the
call.
grave
Yeah,
from beyond the phone call.
remember, yeah.
What?
I think OBS has a fucking anti-video thing.
Probably. Oh.
Fuck you, OBS. Yeah, OBS, go fuck yourself. I bet you have a tiny pussy, don't you? You fucking girl.
OBS from beyond the screen block.
From beyond the cock. Hold on, let me see if I can add a source.
Wait, try play. I was gonna say I could try watch it from here and see if it works.
Hold on. VLC video source, okay. Add directories, okay. Well, I'm gonna try something.
A grave from beyond the grave.
A phone call. From beyond a phone call.
Alright, I'm trying something
from
which
beyond the
actually
beer.
might work. So, poor YouTube doesn't get to witness my awesome creation. Alright, fuck it, you know what, let's swap my other folders too. To react.
Beer?
Beer. Gear. Steer. Mirror. Crack. Awesome.
So it plays the sound, it just doesn't play the video.
Awesome.
YouTubers, now I can't record on OBS. People at OBS making it unfun for anyone. Awesome.
Come.
Billie Eilish turns 18. Everyone who pedophiled her before she was 18.
Well, that's working. What about sound? Is it going to include sound?
Grave. Beyond the phone
I
call.
think I'm gonna let it just play whatever fucking videos it finds. Alright, hold on a second. Add
You lied.
audio in. Oh wait, no, okay, so that's weird. This is the video source. I'm working out magic. A grave from beyond the phone call. Can I not hear it myself?
No, we slay.
Could you go onto the YouTube and see if it's playing it audio?
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Mama, come.
Fuck us.
Yeah, you know, YouTube gets to witness what we created while we can't hear it. Somehow. A grave from beyond a phone call. Audio, 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 audio. It's a speaking my ears, a conversation. We've been going for an hour and 44 minutes. Welcome to the company.
Get out of here.
Wait a second.
Grave.
Oh, yeah, that is-
From beyond a phone call.
Wait a second.
From beyond a phone call.
Besides, everybody knows what he did to his wife.
Why? What did he do to her?
You lie.
No way. Trick or beer? Oh no! A bottle!
Put that down. Phil.
You're good. Detectable movement. Bottle.
You lie.
Hello. Oh no.
Puberty. Yeah, I'm having lots and lots of puberty.
You lie.
I made the whole puberty thing up.
Awesome.
Why don't you kiss my hairy butt?
Is this
Beer?
because if it is, that's really gross.
DJ?
You lie.
Bottles?
So,
You pee in bottles?
Well, you got a situation. And this is no situation. It's just a couple tater tots hopped up on too many pixie sticks. Well, you got it. What was that?
Nothing.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. What? Calm down. You make me want to throw up in some
Beer?
eat it. Grady! Very, very important business to take care of. Have fun getting killed.
What?
I won't be seeing you later.
I'm on your lovely ever cracker.
I just realized what's playing. Hold on.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Maybe up.
Alright, me. I'm trying something. What women want, what men want.
Yes. Oh.
Classic. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, that's what, just my fucking answer. Alright, well yeah, so this whole VOC thing is just fucking weird. So I need to figure out how to work this whole stream bullshit out later.
Ooh.
But yeah, for now, any other ideas?
I not really know.
I mean, we could do another Trying to Laugh.
Not with the sound thing and video thing not working.
Yeah, fucking out of sync.
Oh, it makes me so sad.
Well actually... Alright, no, I changed it up a bit, so now it's... I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh hey look, Aaron, it's our video. I don't know, you know.
So is the stream stopped or?
No, it's still going. It's just,
Yeah, I really just can't think of anything right now.
how could I have fun this? Let me try looky for my nookie nookie. Let's play some porn games. Yeah, let's play it. Alright, let's see.
Yes, I'd like to get him up in there, please.
Grave. Put me on the phone call.
Oh, that's right. We were gonna look at our lightsabers.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well let me just quickly change this.
Okay, but
No. I just put back on noise suppression. Leave it.
fuck it.
What? Fuck, now. Yeah. Stop fucking with me.
It's the first time I've done it. You can't say I should stop when it's once.
Alright, hold on a sec. What was the side called again?
There's two Ultra Sabers
Yeah.
and Saber Zone, I think it's called. But a lot of people were saying Ultra Sabers.
Yeah,
is
Ultra
really
Sabers
bad.
is the way to do it. Alright.
No, I mean, I'm saying, like, you go on YouTube and everyone keeps saying don't buy it.
I don't know. What the
But
fuck?
yeah, I just, fuck it.
I've seen the exact opposite reactions. Like, people are crack. What was the other one called?
I think it's like Saber Zone.
Alright, so we've got Saber Zone. Okay.
I would say go Ultra Saber first.
Oh, yeah, this is fucking ad ribbon. Holy shit. I don't want a live chat. Alright,
So yeah, it should be an option to straight up like choose single or double and it lets you
build your own.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go fucking single blade. Alright, so we do it one by one then?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, let's see what we got. Blades, hilts.
It goes
Fuck
from
off,
cheapest to
Flash.
expensive.
Cheapest to expensive. Ooh.
So as you can see, that's why a lot of them look the same. But when you get to the expensives, they look much different.
Oh my god, fuck off, live chat! Jesus. Keeps popping up. What are you, attention-seeking fucking support groups? Fuck off. Hello, you look nice. $80. I'm not doing 80. Oh, fuck it, yeah, let's go fully 80. Wait, is there an option for fully custom?
Not really. You like choose one and it gives you specifics and shit.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
Choose the setup below. Yeah, but what the fuck, it was so much different the first time I used this.
Gotham citizens watching Batman drive a tank through buildings to fight a clown.
There was... What the fuck? What was that other one? How is this one? Just a thing. Saberforge. Fucking say g'day again in the message, cunt. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, so I looked up a few quick things about why people hate Ultra Sabers, and it has to do with people apparently ordering ones and getting like the wrong color or the wrong sounds, or the sounds are not working and just stuff like that. So it's mainly to do with like there are people who say, you know, like obviously if you're just wanting quality over quantity, then don't go there because you could be spending twice as much for something that's cheap. But again, it all depends. I guess it's just people who
I swear, like, the first time I used Ultra Sabers, it, like, had, like, the full-on thing of, like, building your lightsaber piece by piece, but it just doesn't have that.
Yeah, nah, when I try, like, it lets you do some options, like choosing...
They gave up on that because they know that they're never going to get it right.
You know the other one I mentioned? That one has something similar, and it even shows you the picture of what the saber will look like. That's why I feel like I should probably use, because again, that's the one Stewie uses. He says Saber Zone is the one that he prefers.
Alright, find my saber.
There should be an option to build.
This one's Saber Zone.
Yeah. Wait, go back again. Like, I think, yeah, build my saber there. Although it runs on the sale that's currently going on. Once the sale ends, it'll go back to the normal pricing, so...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like it'll...
Right now it's just about building. Alright, okay. Pommel. Oh, that's the bottom piece. Okay. Interesting.
It's like a cheap picture, but it gives you the look of it in a way.
Yeah, just go that. Oh, they go full. They're going full out.
That's what I mean. That's what I chose, and I thought it was pretty good.
Alright.
And then you click, yeah.
See it, that. The grip. Oh, alright, so bam.
So yeah, we'll build them and at the end show it, and then yeah.
Switch. Oh, it's a red color. Alright.
Be hooking that color.
What? That's so crazy.
You wouldn't know anything about this, would you?
You know what I need? More salad.
Because not only would that forever tarnish my legacy and ruin my life's work, but it could also put millions of innocent people's lives at stake.
Steak.
28 inches. How long is that?
That's like a typical blade, I'm pretty sure.
Steve Rogers, you look at me.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's just warranty shit. Most people just click the year one.
Alright.
And yeah, it should give you an idea of, I don't know about like, whatchamacallit, tax and that it should.
310.20. Free shipping worldwide.
There you go.
But again, are they doing Australian prices or are they doing fucking American
Honestly, don't.
upper ass? Oh, let's welcome aboard the excess. Fuck yourself. Okay, next person. Next person to build the saber.
What?
Building a lightsaber.
Me, I'm up. Okay.
This one isn't as diverse, but
Pretty close. Like, yeah, it's the one that apparently people prefer more than Ultra. But yeah, again, I don't know specifically. You might have to ask Stewie, but I know he buys from him, so he might get an idea on shipping or pricing.
yes, you're a girl. We should have notified it, girl. What the fuck is AFK Arena? I don't play that shit anymore. I love it when Messenger just doesn't know how to just notify once that this person comes in a shitload of times. There's not a lot of colour.
Yeah, I know some pieces don't have as much, which sucks.
That's silly.
I heard that.
I've learnt, Sherry. I've learnt the ways of the Force. I now have a new power. Now it just looks like you creamed on your ass.
Okay, yeah. So I just add.
Okay.
Is that all?
Just do the thing, I guess, so it adds it all together in the end. We'll compare.
So you don't get to pick like a blade color at all? No.
I don't even know.
Because all that's there is just
yeah.
blade length. Like that's all.
Exactly, like
I don't know. Again, Stewie knows this one. He bought one. The one he bought off.
I
there
think this
blue.
is just a hilt.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think it's all just random separate shit.
But again, like fucking come on, choices. Just
Like yeah, Stewie told me straight up that that's the one he uses and that's why he's got his and all that.
doesn't seem like they're gonna fall in. 9 hours on sale. Great.
Alright,
Why won't we what we where we want? What we want?
So yeah, standard, which is the premium one. No cost, you get removable blade, unlimited LED color selection, 9 sounds.
So that's what it is.
You go here, upgrade to a NeoPixel blade, smooth saber ignition, super smooth velocity, sensitivity, sound technology, and additional upgrades. And then the higher one, which is, you know, allows everything in NeoPixel, and you use your own sounds and colors to the saber.
Oh,
Just upgrades and all features as well. So yeah, I would just go. That's the one that just makes it have the. It's the one I usually.
So if I want to do my own sounds, I go Pro.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a tiny one, the typical blade and a large blade, and so I go normal.
Yes, I want the short ones because I plan to get 2.
Alright, so
city images.
Yours. Yours. The original price is $310.19. We'll just go by original. So yeah, $310.19 for yours. Dre's is $675.11, and mine is $492.65.
So I'm the lowest price. Dre, you're the highest.
So you're the lowest. Dre's the highest. What do you mean? What about pictures? Say,
Now get back. Yeah, that's the best team.
but yeah, like, so you've added, you know, you have two of your signatures in silver. Dre's done black and silver. I did silver and purple. Yeah, see, look, I noticed. So yeah. Oh, I see. That's why Dre put the fucking. Where is it? He put NeoPixel Pro.
But
So he did the higher one where you had your own sounds and shit. So.
fuck yeah, you imagine dueling someone here.
I mean, yeah, that's again like I'm. So yeah, that's why Dre's is higher. He chose the NeoPixel one and a large blade. Yours is yours is medium. No, you put a small blade. That's why yours is a little cheaper in that one than normal. And then yeah, I chose the minimum Eco NeoPixel and the medium blade. Altogether, 1,477. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Like, again, Stewie knows more about it, but he said he trusts this one more than Ultra because he also just...
apparently they don't have a lot.
I mean, yeah, Ultra Saber,
which is probably why they do it so well.
They look like they put more into looks and all that than they do the actual way it works compared to other ones which, you know, they want to make sure you're doing it right. Like, if you order a purple-bladed lightsaber, you're going to get a purple one, not get sent a blue one or something because they were lazy.
Now, I want to try something. If we were a person, so we do, like, quizzes and shit, but each of us, from oldest to youngest, will answer each question.
Okay.
So, for example, fucking Harry Potter house. Oh.
You mean Pottermore?
Thing is, Pottermore involves making a new account and shit.
Oh.
So, I'm not gonna do that.
Wait, what?
Pottermore?
Oh yeah, I already know mine. I've got my passport. And
But yeah, I'm talking about, like, with this. Alright, so for example, here. So, Aaron, you're the oldest. You answer the first question. You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivander's. What material is its core? Phoenix feather, dragon heart string, or unicorn hair?
You already bought a wand. Fuck. Personally, I would go with unicorn hair.
Alright.
So we
Next
just
question is me.
Okay, that's
During the end of year exams, you noticed that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill. You come top of the class anyway, but they are second. What do? Tell the professor immediately. Cheating is wrong, no matter what. Nothing. But if I hadn't come up to the top of the class, I would have told the professor. Encourage the other students to admit what they've done to the professor. Give them a high five for managing to sneak a quill into the exam. Is there an option for me not giving a fuck?
I feel like that's nothing.
Fuck it, I guess that's the closest.
Oh, it's a BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh, wait, I just realised. Alright, no, let's leave this.
Oh.
Feminazis.
It probably would have ended with something like, "Oh, your Hogwarts house is
let's try
fucked
again.
during the Nazi."
You are making a PowerPoint presentation for a class project. You take charge, organize everyone,
Yes.
and end up doing everything. Do as little as you can. The perks of a group project. Do a little of everything, or do most of the research and writing, but let the others make it flashy. So do most of the work, do little of the work, do a little bit of everything, or do most of it, but let them design it.
Do a little of everything.
Yeah. Do I cheat in class? Fucking, I don't know. What, I wouldn't know. I'm not in Hogwarts. When you die, you hope to be wealthy enough to provide for many generations of your family, have achieved success and traveled the world, be surrounded by lifelong friends, and have learned everything there is to know.
Fuck. Third.
Alright, Aaron. You see a group of bullies picking on a nerd. You go up to the bullies and yell in their faces. Find the nerd afterwards and reach out to him. Sympathize with the nerd and walk on by. Think it's a little funny.
Find the nerd afterwards. I don't want to show you in front of the bullies, but I'll help him.
Alright, continue. Next one. Which of these entertainment professions most appeals to you? What the fuck is an entertainment lawyer?
It's a lawyer, but entertainment.
An entertaining lawyer. I don't predict any of these. Alright, Dre. How do you... Oh, great question for you, Dre.
Fuck off.
How do you flirt with someone like you like? Well, A, you don't. You'll tell someone straight up if you like them. B, try to have a real deep conversation. C, you make witty jokes and smile coyly to charm the pants off them. Or D, you deliver a great cheeky pickup line or wink at them.
The last one sounds like fucking math for me. But I would probably go with real deep conversation.
In high school, your favorite extracurricular was A, student government, B, a sports team, C, a student club, or D, a debate or academic team.
Neither of those, but I have to go sports club.
Sports team? You get home from the corner store and you noticed you were a little undercharged. You go back to the store and pay the difference. Don't worry about it, it's only a few dollars off. We'll tell them next time you shop there if you go back. Can't believe your luck. Can't believe my luck. Your idea of worthwhile summer vacation is hanging out, catching up with friends back home, parachuting or diving off cliffs, or Acapulco, I don't know what the fuck that is, curling up with a good book on the porch, or summer school.
Wait, is this mine?
Yeah. Oh, nice. We each get one more question each.
First one.
Alright, Aaron. You hear that a girl in your class just switched to writing the same essay topic you've been working on since September. You make an appointment with the professor and slip in how you came up with the idea first. B, resent her from afar but say nothing. C, don't care, your work will speak for itself. Or D, confront her and ask her not to copy your idea.
My work will speak for itself.
How do you get your talent when you want
Also, your
it?
kill counts out.
Tell your friends it's reflection time and retreat during. Cancel on a movie date with friends. Disappear for long periods without a word. Do errands or go on the drive. I don't drive. Dre, when planning a group trip, you are the one who worries about the travelling plans and lodging. You probably make the responsibility of planning if you can. Let others worry about the destination logistics. You are along for the wild ride. Follow the leader and cast your vote when needed. You're on the trip to relax, not stress. And recommend some planning options. You're the backup leader.
First one, yeah.
Let's see what the result is of this bullshit. We are Hufflepuff.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
man.
Fuck off, I'm not gonna share. Alright, yeah. That makes me chuff.
Makes me chuff.
Alright, anything else we can think of for this shit?
I cannot. We had a good amount of mixtures, so you know.
I think I have an idea.
Okay. That makes me chuffed.
Now go. No go. Now go.
Chuffed.